Hello, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, everyone. It's me, I'm finally back for a stream. Let me do some audio chat real quick before I begin. Let's just chill for a bit until this song is over, basically. I'll explain to you guys as to why I'm kind of like whispering instead of like speaking clearly. Let's just chill until the song is over, basically. Let me go ahead and open my browser. Alright. Alright. Okay, so let me just bring the page real quick. So I don't have my game open, basically, so I'm just gonna use the browser as kind of like the background, I guess, before we start. So as you can see in the title, we are going to do a watch party for the version 2.4 special program, and I'm sorry that I'm a bit late. So it's kind of awkward having to do this again, basically. So I actually did a quote unquote recording a few days ago, basically after the version 5.7 of Genshin got live. I'm gonna talk a lot more about why is it a bit hard for me to stream. But basically, one of the reasons why you are listening to me kind of like whispering is because, let's just say, my new room is not really that, how we say, it doesn't have that much privacy. So basically, if I speak a bit louder, then everyone would be able to hear me. A lot of people, basically, especially those who walk around in front of my room, basically. And there's also the fact that everybody kind of sleeps very early, and I really don't want to disturb their sleep, basically. So I'm gonna explain a little bit. So I actually did some explanation on my previous, like I said, quote unquote stream. That was supposed to be a stream basically, but somehow so as usual I use my mobile data as my main internet for streaming, and sadly enough the area over here don't have any 5G coverage, and because of that the internet is very low. So this is part of the reason why you see that I've decided to lower my stream resolution to stream quality to 720p only, just to kind of reduce the upload speed required. But even then, there are times where certain nights where the internet is just like really slow, and that exactly what happened during the when update version 5.7 for Genshin got live, which I was planning to do a stream, but it turns out it's just that the internet was just like super horrendous at that time, so I had to kind of scrap the idea, and instead I just did a recording for the bullying session and a little bit of a showcase, I guess, for Skirt. So I was supposed to upload that before the stream, for this particular stream, but let's just say I don't really have enough time, and yeah, so that's pretty much what happened. Hopefully I will be able to upload that video before I do my stream for the Archon quest, which I'm planning to do in about 2 more days, basically on Sunday. So hope you guys can look forward to that. I'll talk more about Genshin's during that particular day. Hopefully the internet will be much more forgiving to me that day as well. So I'm not sure whether how good is the quality of my stream is going to be, like not just like in terms of the stream itself, but as well as my voice. I did kind of set up like very last minute for my microphone basically. It's probably gonna be as static as for my previous stream as well, so I'm not sure. And that's also the fact that I'm quite literally speaking really low and kind of almost like whispering basically, so I'm not sure how do I sound exactly during this particular stream. So whatever the case though, hang on a sec. Whatever the case, I am hoping that my stream is kinda doesn't, turns out really bad basically. So hopefully the internet doesn't fail me. And there's also the fact that I don't have since I'm using a laptop and I don't have an extra monitor, so I won't really know if there's like any problem with the stream, so that is also another problem as well. But like I said, I hope everything will turns out good throughout the whole stream. So as you can see in the title, so we are gonna be watching the whole, is it for the live? Yep, we are gonna be watching the whole special program for version 3.4, and if I have time, I'm probably gonna be like, skip a little bit every here and there, just to kind of, how do you say, go through the special program really fast. I think I just really want to go through the important stuff that I want to listen, because I already watched the animation for all the characters, Saber, what do you call it, Archer, as well as Finon. So I think I pretty much made it clear that I really want to pull for Finon, but I'm just not sure whether I would have enough stellar jets, considering the fact that I am currently fresh. So if I do lose to 50-50, that would be like a really bad case. Other than that, I'm not really sure what else to say, and I think I really don't want to waste any time. Oh yeah, I did say in the title that I might want to do some catching up on the trailer. Yeah, I think I could do that. I haven't watched the Annexa ever since the Annexa, and I haven't watched the Hyacinths as well as Cypher, so we could kind of go through that. Oh yeah, I also forget. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna take this opportunity to react to the trailer for Skirk as well, because I've only watched the animation. I haven't watched the teaser as well as the trailer. You know what? I think I'm just gonna do that. So let me just go ahead and double check. Let us go ahead and watch the whole special program for version 3.4. Keep forgetting about the version. Just want to make sure my internet. Okay, so far in OBS my stream seems to be really on point, doesn't seem to have any problem. All right, I'm just gonna go straight for it. Okay, and like I said, I think I might gonna go ahead and skip like a few bits and pieces. Oh yeah, we are gonna have the codes as well, right? You know what, I'm just gonna copy it from the Twitter page, I guess, just to make it easier. All right, without further ado, let us go ahead and just skip through 5 minutes. Alright, here goes nothing. I'm curious to know what's gonna happen though, because we are literally, Emphrace is literally kind of like at the world's end basically. Loading system, interesting. Lady Aglaya, welcome back. Welcome back. And Aglaya. Oops. Why is there? Behold, oh god. Alright, so what is the error?
最近エルシオンの景色がまぶたの裏をよぎるんだ。
最後の一人になったとしても再創生の偉業を成し遂げてください。
Here he
新
is.
世界は必ず訪れる。黎明を灯す。星々を燃やし尽くす。諸行をもたらそう。
Here he is. Holy Grail War. Oh, so this is the collab.
あなたが私のマスターか。
Oh, it's the same VA.
燃えたて騎士の魂よ。暴風よ舞い上がれ。
もう少し手応えがあると思ったね。機は熟した。逃げ場はない。
あらゆる邪悪を打ち滅ぼせ。セイバー。
汝は開白の黎明が訪れるまで灼熱の太陽を背負い続ける。
Okay, I'm gonna go back. Wait, is that also?
行かなくちゃいけない。背負わないといけないんだ。
キノコ人の伝説はあれど英雄はいないと。
お任せを。
私見ました。壊滅。これにて完成。宝石の余震をもって来世に暁を。
Wait, is he really gonna become the Lord Ravager? No, I'm not gonna like this. I really want him to stay as like the good guy. Okay, we're gonna go back a few just to kind of go through with it. Alright, hang on. I saw something just now. No, it was before this, I think. Yeah, this one. Alright. Can we see the faces? Well, one thing for sure, it kind of looks like he has white hair. So I think it kind of is true that it is actually him then.
灼熱の太陽を背負い続ける。
死者を花から呼び出して殺し合わせて勝者が全てを手に入れる。
行かなくちゃいけない。背負わないといけない。
There's another shot also, if I'm not mistaken, with the film.
伝説はあれど英雄は
Dang. Archers, Steve, that is so cool.
私見ました壊滅
Wait, okay, we're gonna go through that frame by frame. Who is that? I cannot really see it. Oh wait, is this Ceridra? Perhaps? I'm not sure. I'm not so sure. At first I thought it was like Finon and the Flame Weaver, but it kind of looks like this is a woman. But I could be mistaken though. Well, whatever the case, I think that let's just proceed first.
And whether
Okay, I'm kind of lazy. I'm just gonna go through like this dialogue part here on my own. I think I just more interested to go through like the main important info.
Through a lot. I saw a few scenes that looked like flashbacks, and I think I even
Many of the structures in Akuma and the vortex of Genesis started showing strange textures. It was like the whole world was peeling off.
clues we have.
I'm guessing he's referring
At
to
the end of
the
the 3.3 story, the
Yeah.
geniuses reveal that the source of Amphoris's tragedy is an emperor's scepter that survived to this day.
It has something to do with that erudition god beyond the sky, doesn't it? Even though I don't quite understand these principles, this breeding
Yeah.
ground, which
I don't
switched from
really
following the
know
path of
the lore
erudition
about
to the
the
path of destruction,
Emperor's
must be hiding secrets beyond
scepter.
Aeronova.
In addition, that Tin Man Lygist is also pretty suspicious. He and Finan had a pretty significant conversation in the vortex.
If we combine this information with what we know about the relationship between the scepter and paths, maybe Amphorius is being used as a chessboard by people from
These pieces themselves
I'm
gonna
just
return
gonna
the
skip
board.
ahead.
The
Nova actually arrives. There's no way to tell what it will bring.
Well said.
That
The
is true though.
Trailblazers
He
won't betray
brings a
the
good
sincerity
point.
you've
That is
shown
also
them.
what
However,
I'm
their
interested
fate will
to
still
know.
be tied to that
What
of
is
Amphoris.
Aeronova
They'll be
actually
returning to
is?
the battlefield with a very important mission. And isn't the one we're all familiar with.
Oh,
As I've written, we'll receive a big update in this version. In these records that we've kept, you will be able to catch a glimpse of Amphoris's true nature.
before, as I've written, was like a storybook, keeping record of our friends' stories.
This part here.
Now,
I haven't
even
really
its appearance has
updated.
changed. It feels like something big is about to happen.
It looks like it's turned into some kind of database.
You can use this system to unlock even more of Amphoris's secrets.
Indeed.
That's right.
True.
Aside from the major updates too, as
That is
I've
also
written,
something
the
that I
long-awaited
haven't really
skip dialogue
explored.
feature, which was previously announced,
Nope.
is finally going
Okay,
live
something
in
that
version
people have been asking
3.4.
for.
Story
that
dialogue
much.
can now be skipped
I'm
by
not
section,
really
with
sure
plot
why it
summaries
is.
and the
I
main
mean, aside
characters that appear in each
from
section
the
displayed
part
along the
where
way.
if you have like
Now you
multiple
can choose
account
the
and you
pace
want
of
to
storytelling
go through the
based on
quest
your own preferences.
like really
In
fast,
version
then I don't really
3.6,
understand the
there'll
need for
also
it.
be a story recap function. Stay tuned. But of course, as final step of the prophecy together, and witness the truth and the fate of this world. And the myriad celestia that Mr. Shaoji hinted at in the version 3.2 preview is finally going live soon.
Oh, you mean what's happening beyond the sky? Is it also related to Amphorius and Aeronova?
Wait, what was
We'll have to
that?
keep it a
Actually,
secret
okay,
for
I'm
now.
just gonna watch.
Meanwhile, we'll be releasing an animated short. This animated
final?
short contains a very important part of the story in version 3.4. Can't spill too much here, but I
interesting.
can give you a little teaser. This short will come with its own original theme song.
Oh.
So don't miss it.
Another
nice.
animated short with theme
Can't wait
songs.
to dive into the new story already.
But the one,
Why
the
don't we
songs for
turn our
Skills
attention to our
animation was
good
really
friend
good as well.
Raiden and take a look
And the singer
at
actually
story
did a great job despite her quote unquote first time in singing in English. Oh, is that his idol animation? It was kind of cool. That's the skill. And this is the ultimate. So basically I'm gonna be getting a new Firefly. Okay, at least it's a map right there, so that's kind of cool, right? Yeah, this one is the kind of like insane animation, and people thought the series animation was already good. See this part here, doesn't that looks like the unknown god thing? Because that kind of looks
What
like
in
the
the world
red tube.
happened to Finan to make him change this much?
This is nothing like the warm, sunny person we all know.
Mhm.
Now he seems strange and formidable.
Almost how he transformed into the Flame River.
I remember when our buddy first showed up in Amphorius. Finan was one of the first Chrysosairs to genuinely welcome them. And when danger came knocking, he always had our backs.
But behind that kindness and reliability, Finan carries the expectations of many. He is the deliverer chosen by the prophecy, and Aglaya's hand-picked successor of the Flame Chase journey. Aglaya even used her own death to set him
I
up
like
for
how
success
they have like
by making the
this
Council of Elders the focus of
timer here,
criticism,
and as well as
and allowing
this I can hear
Finan
as
to
if
step
this is
up
like
and rally the people.
from their own computer.
All of us have high hopes for him. Some even call him the deliverer of Amphorius. Even Cypher, who barely ever showed her face, used to call him Little Deliverer Boy.
It's as if
Little.
everyone just assumes
cute.
that he'll be a savior.
Now I'm curious. Who's Finan like
Little did
before
they
he
know
joined the
what
Flame
if he's
Chase journey?
actually the
Was he
destroyer
one
of
those perfect kids
Amphorius.
everyone got compared to?
Before the Flame Chase journey, guess we've got to go back to my hometown, Ides Elysiae. It was a
Oh, are we gonna
small,
get this
remote
map?
village. Nothing flashy, but
It kind of
far
looks
away
like
from the
it.
chaos.
Ooh, sounds like a real peaceful place.
It was. And even though the village was small, everyone got along really well. There were also beautiful rivers and mountains, and even a forest. That forest was home to all kinds of little fairies. When I was little, I'd go exploring the woods and visit those cute fairies. When I wasn't exploring, I'd go play with my friends by the sea. We pretended to be heroes from the old stories and practiced our, swordsmanship. When we got tired, we went to lie down in the wheat fields until we got called home for dinner.
No strife, no invaders, or any of that deliverance
Just a
crisis
normal
stuff?
life.
Seems like a complete paradise.
The wheat fields look gorgeous too. Lying there surrounded by golden waves of wheat, with the breeze carrying that sweet malted scent. Oh, just the thought of it is enough to get me excited.
And guess what? You won't have to imagine for long. In version 3.4, we get to explore Ides Elysiae alongside the
Yeah, I
Trailblazers.
just want to
Learn
check my
about
OBS
Finan's
real quick.
past, how he became a warrior,
Alright,
joined the
everything
Flame
seems to
Chase,
be
and
still
grew into the
good.
person he is today.
Can't wait!
From a carefree little kid to the deliverer carrying everyone's hopes. You've really come a long way.
Oh yeah, we haven't
These
seen
days,
his
Finan just
kid
gives
yet.
off
I mean,
this
I kind of know what he skipped
heaviness.
already.
like he'd still press on.
Amphorius needed a hero.
Let me
so
just
Finan is now sharp
skip
and
forward.
Aaron Nova that the prophecy files lie ahead.
Easy. If anything, every trial is just a forge for an even brighter soul. I am more than ready.
Well said. Then, let's let everyone experience it all themselves in version 3.4. Now let's take a look at how Finan performs in battle.
You got it. I'll first show up in the familiar form everyone knows. When using my skill, I'll deal damage to one
Yeah,
designated
if I'm not
enemy and
mistaken,
adjacent
we
targets.
haven't gotten
The use of my
name
skill
for
also grants me
his
core
ultimate.
flames.
It was
Once
like
I've collected
a
enough of them,
name
I can activate
for
my
his
ultimate.
form.
Wait, so
I'm
core
not sure
flames
whether
only
they are
come from
gonna-
using your skill?
Not at all.
I'm not sure
Finan
whether
can
they're
also
gonna
gain core
see
flames when he's
its
selected
name
as
now.
a target by a teammate or enemy ability. If he is the target of a teammate's ability, Finan will deal even more damage.
When I use my ultimate, I'll create a territory and transform.
After transforming,
Yeah, the
Finan
first
powers up
character that has
massively.
a
Teammates
territory
temporarily retreat and can't
mechanics.
take action while he faces the enemy head-on with newfound strength.
All alone? That sounds way too risky.
No worries. All the talents and buffs from Firen's teammates still stay active to provide him with much-needed support.
Exactly.
It kind of like
After
is
using the core
considered
flames
as
to
one
transform, I have access to the powers of 3 kinds of titans: creation, calamity, and foundation. Each with a brand new ability.
Oh,
Care to elaborate on
that
that?
one I don't know.
Tapping into the power of the creation titans, I can deal damage to one designated
And
enemy
that
and
looks
adjacent
like
targets.
kinda like
Calling
the-
upon the power of the calamity titans, I'll
a
enter a
little bit
special state
similar
called
to
Soul
the
Scorch.
Unknown
In
Gods
this state, I'll force all enemies to
visuals
immediately
when
take
it comes
action,
to the power.
during which I receive reduced damage, and each hit I take builds up the Soul Scorch stack. Once all enemies have taken action, I retaliate, dealing damage to all enemies and then unleashing
Harry.
multiple instances of damage on one random enemy.
Heads up. The more Soul Scorch stacks he's got, the stronger that counterattack hits.
Using these 2 abilities also grants me an exclusive charge called Scourge, which fuels my 3rd ability. With the power of the Foundation Titans, I dispel all debuffs on myself, then use Scourge Charge to deal bounce damage. If I've maxed out the consumable
Basically,
Scourge Charge,
meteorite.
I also slam all enemies with extra damage.
Once all
Basically,
his
we do
actions have been
Thanos.
used up, Firen will unleash one final blow, hitting all enemies before removing the territory. Firen's technique is pretty unique too. Upon casting it, Firen instantly strikes all enemies in a certain radius. If they're normal enemies, they're immediately wiped out without even triggering a battle.
Wait.
So
all
basically a
enemies?
wipe.
That's nuts.
Of
This
course,
method and
power comes with a
Acheron,
cost.
actually.
This technique consumes 2 technique points.
If the
I
technique
see.
misses, it won't cost any points. Plus, when Firen's in the
Nice,
team,
that's
the
a good
technique
one.
point cap goes up by 3.
When I use my technique to enter
Oh.
combat, I'll also regenerate energy for my
Interesting.
teammates. In addition, at the start of each wave, I'll deal damage to all enemies and gain Scourge.
I see.
All right, now that we've wrapped up Firen's combat abilities, it's time to bring you some updates on a few familiar faces. In version 3.4, Silverwolf, Blade, Kafka, and Jing Liu
yeah.
are
I
all
really
getting
need to know
some
the
serious
details
enhancements.
about the changes actually.
Go!
Because I don't
Mr.
really know
Albert,
that
please
much.
do tell us what's changing.
Let's start
All
with
right.
Silverwolf. After the optimizations, her ultimate now lowers the defense of all enemies instead of just one.
Oh, so it's AoE now, not single target.
Alright,
Exactly.
that's good.
Meanwhile, she'll prioritize adding a weakness that matches the type of the first character in your lineup. On top of that, Silverwolf will
I
regenerate extra
see.
energy at the start of combat and the beginning of each turn.
Oh, that makes it a lot
Oh.
easier to apply the weakness we actually want.
Oh,
Next up,
that's interesting.
Kafka. After
Oh,
the
yeah,
buffs,
this is also
Kafka's
another
skill
one.
will trigger more DOT on enemies. And whenever a teammate hits an enemy target with any kind of attack, Kafka will launch a follow-up attack. After
Yeah,
locking certain traits,
what's the difference?
follow-up attack can also trigger extra DOT on the enemy. And using her ultimate recovers the number of times the follow-up attack can be triggered.
So basically, Kafka's got more frequent follow-up attacks, better efficiency applying debuffs,
More
and an overall
frequency.
boost to
That means
DOT output.
multiple
For
type
sure.
And
team?
now for Blade. After the update, he will deal damage to enemies based on his max HP. When Blade enters the Hellscape state,
HP
he's
scaling.
more likely to be attacked, and his follow-up attacks will
wonder
regenerate
if-
extra energy.
Is Jingliu gonna be the
Sounds
same
like
as well?
Blade can
Because
trigger more
Jingliu does have
follow-ups
like
and use his
HP
ultimate
consumption.
more often, meaning his total damage output's gonna spike.
which is
Good
similar to
observation.
Blade
A
though,
change will happen to Jing
so
Liu as well. Now she'll deal damage to enemies
okay.
based on her max HP. Each time
Okay,
a
that's
teammate
kinda
loses
sucks though,
HP,
because now I have
Jing
to
Liu
kinda
stacks
like
extra crit damage.
refarm her
After she enters the
attack. Not
spectral
that I really
transmigration
use
state,
it that
she'll
much
also gain
anyway.
a stack of syzygy. That means the spectral transmigration state lasts longer, and her overall damage output climbs even higher accordingly.
Our old friends sure are getting some
Okay,
solid
be right back.
upgrades. But with
Let
all
me
these
drink some
ability
water real
reworks,
quick.
won't their eidolons be affected?
Oh, don't worry, Professor Anaxa. Some of our old friends' Eidolons will be tweaked to better match the revamped kits, making sure everything stays in sync.
But what if someone wants to stick with their previous version of their abilities?
That won't be a problem. you can switch between our friends' ability modes freely. So choose whichever version you like best. For more details, be sure to keep an eye out for official
What
announcements.
the fuck?
Sounds good.
Aside
So if
from the
you don't
ability
like the
reworks,
new-
one more old
the
friend
new
of
items,
ours
you
is
can
getting
use
something
the old
new
one?
this time around.
That's kind of crazy actually.
Who is it?
In version 3.4, Firefly's brand new outfit, Spring Missive, is making its debut.
Ah,
A new outfit.
Oh no, my money.
Ooh, let's take a look at the video clip first.
Outfits for the first time. Oh, is it like a Seifuku? Yeah, I think so. Is it the mech as well? It does looks a
With
little
her
bit
school
different.
uniform on, Firefly looks more youthful than ever. And that firefly-shaped brooch on her chest.
Is it
You
free
can tell she put a
or
lot
is
of
it
thought
at a
into picking it
price?
out.
Maybe she even asked for fashion advice from her fellow Stellaron hunters.
Well, Miss Kafka does have an eye for style. They must have talked a lot about it behind the scenes.
Even her mech's
I
had a
mean,
makeover. You
I'm
think she
somewhat
spruces it
of
up
a
during
Firefly
downtime to
main,
match
so
her outfit
obviously I'm
changes?
gonna have
Oh,
to
totally
get it.
possible. If I had a mech, I'd also probably coordinate it with my outfit. New theme, new colors. The whole
Oh
look has
yeah,
to be
it's
consistent.
stated here, update with ordinary shot. How much is it though?
You'll be able to grab Firefly's new look from the contract shop using Oniric shards. And again, please stay tuned for further details and future official announcements. Next, let's take a look at this version's banners. In version
Wow, that light
3.4's
cone
first
actually
half
looks
warp
kinda
event,
crazy.
Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star
Oh,
character
Yukong.
Find It.
Kind of crazy because I do saw a lot of like the video for Final so far. I've been recommending Yukong to be one of his best support
The limited 5-star light cone thus burns the dawn. Will have a boosted drop.
because of how the territory
A
works
brand new
basically.
4-star light cone for the Path of Remembrance.
Wait.
The story's next page is being
Remembrance.
added to the first half banner. At the same time, we'll
Oh,
also
it's a
kick off
gacha,
special
it's a
warp event.
gacha.
The limited 5-star
like-
characters.
Wait,
Treeby, Sunday, and Sparkle are coming.
okay, this is kind of like within the speculation that I have watched from videos, which is somewhat of a problem because I do want 3B actually for my Herta team. Now, as for my alt account, I think I'm gonna go ahead and try and get a hand on the light code for my Sunday, which is gonna help with the energy, with his energy problem, because right now it's really hard to keep his uptime unless it is like a prolonged battle. So hopefully I would be able to get a hand on it.
Back. Plus, 5-star light cones if time were a flower, a grounded ascent, and earthly escapade.
This is tough as
will
well
return
because
as
I do
well.
want to have
In the second half
sparkle
of version
for
3.4,
I do kind of want to have sparkle for my alt account as well, but I'm gonna be prioritizing the light cone for what do you call it? The light cone for Sunday first, and then oh yeah, I do want to have 3B for my alt account as well. Basically, I do want to have her for both my main as well as my alt, but I think my alt kind of wants her more considering the fact that I have a lot of Amphorius character over there. We'll see how it goes.
we've got another round of special warp events. Limited 5-star
Firefly.
characters, Firefly, Jingliu, and Blade will be back. I
Let me
shall
just skip.
And Silverwolf.
be back in version 3. Incessant 8 new 4-star light cones.
New 4-star light code. Is it gacha or
Will be added to the Nameless Honor rewards in version 3.4.
I guess
I
so?
see quite a few familiar faces on the light cones. There are a few mini versions of Chrysos heirs.
Looks like Finan
So
really does enjoy
basically,
spending his days in
An
the wheat
Amphorius
fields.
version.
Nature's mattress. Can't beat
There's
that
actually
level
a
of comfort.
lot, so I kind of want
sure.
to take a look at
Alright,
the info
let's take a
for
quick
this
break.
light cone.
There's still more version 3.4 content coming your way.
Alright, let me just skip ahead. I'm I'm gonna guess the next part is probably going to be about the fake collab, probably.
Welcome back. Let's take a
Probably
look at
gonna be
the
a big
events
clash
and
again.
the car.
Alright, I'm just gonna
Arcade
skip
game full of
through
Pentaconian
all the
flavor
bullshit,
throughout the whole
all the
cosmos.
bullshits.
And the first step to starting that grand venture will
Okay, so this is basically the
One more.
usual one.
Nice.
Complete the challenges to
So, Shape of
As usual.
Cinders will also come online.
Wait, hang on. New character essential material. I'm gonna guess this is for finance. Wind type. Oh no, I take it back. Wind type character essential material. Wait, is this for Saber?
And you can obtain the Ascension material, Charred but
The planar ornaments, Arcadia of Woven Dreams, and Revelry by the Sea will also.
Please don't tell me that one of this is gonna be finance. I haven't even finished farming for his Cavern of Corrosion's relic. I haven't gotten like a really good one. So this is gonna be like tough for
also
me.
come online. Trailblazers can obtain them in the divergent.
information about a few events. Our exhibition will begin in July. This year's event venue
HoYoverse.
6 Southeast.
and new merch.
Come visit the Star Rail booth and claim free limited gifts.
A special panel for Honkai Star Rail will also be held at
Trash
Anime
this.
Expo, featuring
What the heck?
several special guests.
Please keep an eye out for more info and official announcements. See you at Anime Expo.
Well,
Please don't tell me one of those voice actors, one of those like SAG-AFTRA unhinged voice
thank you
actor.
all for your kind introductions. Let me see. We're almost out of time.
Considering the fact that they win against
Well,
HoYo, I
am a
don't think it's gonna be
professional
though.
super host.
What's going on?
Oh, goodness, Albert.
Oh, he's being
What's going
summoned.
on? It's not my time yet.
Back to Pinocchio.
Not your world as the concept of a Honkai Star special program.
Ah, long time no see, everyone. I'm Aventurine from the Interastral Peace Corporation.
Howdy, Galaxy Ranger Boot Hill.
Would have apparently been summoned by the Holy Grail to be this show's host today.
Albert, what you meant
I'm gonna
by
skip
summoned
it.
by the Holy... Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War. Sounds like a
gonna
Holy
skip,
Grail
like,
War is taking
bit by
place in
bit.
the
Holy Grail War is a magecraft ritual for obtaining that power. As long as it attract tourists if they don't have any events.
turning Penacony to the cosmic limelight. To make their
I'm
wish
gonna
come
skip
true.
like bits and
Chance to
pieces.
make any wish and any miracle come true. Well, that's definitely a nice gimmick. But, as we all know, people die if they're killed. Bullets don't discriminate, so someone gets caught in the crossfire.
Rest assured, everyone, the Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War production crew hereby swear that no one's life will be in danger in the dream. Everyone can participate and watch in peace.
All right, all right.
Another adventure.
That's right.
What is
In
this?
addition, Miss Robin will also be a part of this war.
Well, as another Penaconian shareholder, the
Apart from local Pentaconian heroic spirits, 3 very well-known heroic spirits will also arrive by the
3?
Grail Summon and
Oh, we did
participate
saw
in this
Lancers
Holy
as
Grail
well.
War.
What are we great with
They
if we
are
got hands
respectively
on Lance as
Saber,
well?
Archer, and Lancer.
That's what I'm talking about. I wonder which heroic spirit will end up
I need
accepting
to
a
take a look back
contract
at
with
the trailer
Trailblazers.
actually to see
Now,
what the
see?
which
This
one
is how you
says it.
attract
Is it
attention.
from Fate Zero
Now we're
or
gonna
Fate
get
Stay
tons
Night?
of views.
Because
That's why you pay
that it
big
is a
bucks
collab
to
with
get the
Unlimited
big
Blade
names.
Works, so I'm
Add
guessing
to
it's
what
the one
stories
from
will
Unlimited
unfold
Blade
in this
Works.
Dreams and the Holy Grail War.
Yeah,
and
it's from
who will forge a
UPW.
contract with who? Trailblazers will have
I
to
gotta
find
say
out
though, I'm
in the
looking
game.
at the
Here's a
kits
reminder
for
that the Honkai
both
Star
Saber
Rail
and Archer
and
and
Fate Stay Night Unlimited
Archer
Blade Works
really seems
collaboration
kinda
trail as
cool.
continuance. Sweet Dreams
I mean,
and the
his kit.
Holy Grail
Actually,
will
I
officially
really
start
like it,
on July
but it's
11th.
very SP
Keep an
hungry.
eye out for it.
Ah.
Now let's learn more about Saber and Archer, our 2 heroic spirits from another world.
Oh, yes!
Saber's
Yeah,
dress
it's like-
seems a little different from usual now that she's arrived in Penacony.
Well, this is the planet of festivities after all. You gotta dress up for the occasion.
Exactly right. The King of Knights' new outfit was personally designed by Mr. Takashi Takeuchi. It retains her iconic blue and white colors.
And her iconic ahoge.
That's right. It retains the nobility of a king and also emphasizes utility for a warrior. The lines along her shoulders and her cloak are straightforward, while the design of her skirt is quite reminiscent of timeless British fashion. As for how she looks in the game, well...
いつでも出陣できます。燃え立て騎士の魂よ。はっ。ストライクエア。エクス。カイバー。
I want to hear Archer though. Because so far the video for Archer's kit doesn't have the
That
voice
Excalibur
line.
truly shows her strength as a
So
king.
yeah, I really want to
talk about fancy
hear
visuals.
his voice
And how come the
basically
King of
in-game.
Knights is always stuffing her face? Even in Penacony.
Oh, looks like Penaconian food is very much to her liking.
That's right. You can't fight on an empty stomach. Now, let's see how the King of Knights performs in battle.
Saber is a wind character following the path of destruction. Saber will gain a certain amount of core resonance when she enters battle. If she uses her
Core
technique in the
resonance.
overworld, Saber will obtain combat buffs and also more core resonances after entering battle. When she
What's
uses
the
her
next
basic attack, she can deal damage to a single enemy.
The King of Knights is cautious as ever in this new world. I see she's still hiding her weapon's appearance and true name.
When she uses her skill, Saber will deal damage to one designated enemy and its adjacent targets. If
That's one of
Saber
the
has enough
skill
core
in
resonance
the
at that
anime.
time, she'll consume core resonance to regenerate massive amounts of energy for herself and increase her skill's damage.
In other
Wait,
words,
she
you need to
can regenerate,
accumulate as
like,
much
really, really
core
fast,
resonance
though.
as possible to increase the damage Saber deals.
Exactly.
How do
Are
you
there
get
any other
core
ways to obtain
resonance?
core resonance?
Yes, there are. Whenever any ally uses their ultimate, Saber obtains core resonance
I
and
see.
increases her own damage dealt.
Behold, the King of Knights has dispelled invisible air, barrier of the Wind King around her sword, releasing high-pressure air in the blink of an eye to form Strike Air, hammer of the Wind King, dealing a devastating blow to the enemy. When using her ultimate, Saber will deal damage to all enemies and turn her basic attack into enhanced basic attack. Her enhanced basic attack can damage all enemies and provide Saber with a certain amount of core resonance. Also, during battle,
I
if the sum of
see.
Saber's energy and the energy she can regenerate via consuming core resonance exceeds the amount of energy she needs to use her ultimate, Saber will immediately take action.
So if you replenish core
that's
resonance in as many
interesting.
ways as possible, you can use Excalibur more frequently.
That's right. Not only does this sword
Yeah.
bear the King of Knights past, present, and future,
I
but it
wonder if
also
you can
represents
keep
the
the
noble
uptime of
ideal that was
the
held in the
golden
hearts
sword group.
of the countless soldiers who once
Like the
followed her in
enhanced
battle.
BC attack.
All right, that concludes Saber's introduction. Now we'll move on to our next otherworldly heroic spirit, Archer.
Archer.
Oh, seems like Archer cares about this Holy Grail war very much. He put on a new outfit, too.
He even changed where his accessories go. Those decorations he
Honestly
had on his
speaking,
chest
I
are
didn't
now
even
on his
notice that
shoulders.
much.
What sharp eyes you got,
Difference.
dear guest? Archer's new outfit was also personally designed by Mr. Takashi Takeuchi. It has the classic red and black look, the sharp contrasts reminiscent of a blazing fire in the deep night, imbued with a dangerous allure. The combination of the long trench coat with skin-tight combat gear emphasizes his lean figure and is the perfect fusion of attractiveness and strength.
You got that right. Director, show us the game footage already.
Alright. Oh, bad.
悪くない代物だ。
You salute!
Alright, he sounds good. Oh yes, he said it.
Blade works.
Oh yes. He is the main character.
So that's Unlimited Blade Works? Oh, quite impressive indeed. After all, Archer is a seasoned veteran of war.
Animations
bone
though,
of my
ever
sword.
since
That
various
sentence sure
basically.
brings back a lot of memories.
I agree.
Well, then let's take a look at Archer's combat performance in detail.
Okay, Archer is a quantum character following the path of the hunt. When he uses his basic attack, Archer can deal damage to one designated enemy.
An archer in close combat. That's pretty gutsy, I'll give him that.
That's right. But Archer hasn't exactly slacked off on his marksmanship training since coming to Penacony. When using his skill, Archer will consume 2 skill points to enter the circuit connection state, dealing damage to one designated enemy. While in the circuit connection state, Archer's turn will not
Unless
end
we go
after he uses
bye-bye.
his skill, and he can continue to use his skill until he runs out of skill points.
Heads up! The more times you use his skill consecutively, the more damage Archer deals to enemies. After all, everyone knows that a dual-wielding fighter who can't use their noble phantasm isn't a good archer. When using his ultimate, Archer will recite the classic chant to activate Unlimited Blade Works, dealing damage to one enemy.
Apart from damaging the enemy, Archer's ultimate also grants him Special Charge. After any of his teammates' attacks, Archer will consume Special Charge to use a follow-up attack against the enemy targets, while also recovering 1 skill point for the team.
Oh, in that case, there's no need to worry about running out of skill points again.
He just couldn't help
Sorry
himself
about
and
that.
had to use his
Then I
favorite
fell
twin
asleep
blade.
for a bit.
When he uses his technique to enter battle, Archer will deal
Let
damage
me
to
just
all
repeat
enemies
that again. I'm
and
really
Special
sorry.
Charge.
Dealing damage to one enemy.
Apart from damaging the enemy, Archer's ultimate also grants him Special Charge. After any of his teammates' attacks, Archer will consume Special Charge to use a follow-up attack against the enemy targets, while also recovering 1 skill point for the team.
Oh, in that
Oh,
case,
so he's
there's no
following
need to worry about
attack
running out of skill points
skill. I
again.
didn't know
He just
about
couldn't
that
help
actually.
himself and had to use his favorite twin blades.
When he uses his technique to enter battle, Archer will deal damage to all enemies and obtain Special Charge.
And that's a wrap on Archer's introduction. Now, I have
It's
big
really
news for
simple,
everyone.
but at the same time, it's
Club
really,
event
really
starts
cool.
on July 11th, and until the end of version 3.6, Trailblazers can log into the game to claim the limited 5-star
Yeah,
collab
I can't
character
wait to get
Archer
ahead
for
of him,
free.
actually.
Oh,
Nice.
awesome!
We hope that
I'm
under our
actually somewhat
protection,
interested
every adventure
too
that the Trailblazers
before
embark on
he's
will
like
leave
on
open
my
the
own
dark clouds and
account,
become
but
a
I'm gonna
saga
prioritize
sung throughout the
getting the
cosmos.
like for something
We also
as
hope
well
that
as
your encounter
meant to
or
get
for some of you,
trippy.
a reunion with the servants across this vast universe will
Yeah,
bring you
there's also the
all
fact that their
wonderful
banner is
memories
actually a
of
separate
days to
banner, if
go.
I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
And will run for like
How about
3
that?
patches, if
The
I'm not
free new
mistaken.
limited 5-star
Maybe I
character
do have a
mentioned
lot
during
of
the
them too,
anniversary
trying to get-
celebration is finally here as promised.
Actually,
the
there's
last one.
even more! Later this year, Trailblazers will get another brand new limited 5-star character totally for free!
Awesome!
But
That's
let's keep
cool.
our eyes on the present for now. I'm not quite done yet. Besides claiming Archer for free, Trailblazers can also directly obtain a set amount of character enhancement materials for Archer.
Wow, how thoughtful.
Yeah,
Opinion?
this version's got a lot of characters to level up after all.
I
All
hope
right,
he
let's
actually
check out the
sound
banner details.
familiar
Once the collab
with
starts on July
obvious
11th, Trailblazers can use
material.
Star Rail special passes in the character collaboration warps Excalibur Excelsior and the Bone of My Sword to obtain the limited 5-star characters Saber and Archer respectively. In the Light Cone collaboration warp,
See, it says
Trailblazers can get the
shares
limited
between
5-star Light
collaboration
Cone, Nicholas
characters,
Coronation
but not
from
with the
Birth of a King, and
other
the limited
banner.
5-star Light Cone, The Hell Where Ideals Burn, from Red Radiance of Fuyuki. In addition, pity counts are shared between the character collaboration warp banners and also separately shared between the Light Cone collaboration banners, but neither carries over to other types of warps.
Okay.
It's worth mentioning here that the character and Light Cone collab banners will stay open long-term after the event starts.
Does long term mean even after versions 3.4 or 3.6 wrap
Yeah.
up, you can still pull Saber, Archer, and the limited 5-star Lycones?
Exactly.
Do
These
I
collab banners will run
understanding
across
so far
multiple
they said
versions
that
with no fixed end date.
people have been saying that it's gonna last for
And
3
here's
patches.
one more piece of news for you all. Throughout the entire duration of version 3.4, using Star Rail special passes for your warps will bring some special limited time discounts. After the collab event starts, when trailblazers
Wait,
spend a
what?
designated number of Star Rail special passes, they can directly obtain the limited
During any warp event in version 2.4, spend a total of 200 Star Rail special passes. Wait, I might actually be able to get what do you call it? I might actually be able to get this one on my main account because if I'm not mistaken, I have like 100 plus. So by the time finals banner end, basically phase 1 banner ends, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have like enough Star Rail passes for pulling on version 3.4, basically on phase 1. This is kind of cool. So basically, if I actually have enough, I'm not only getting the free character, but I'm getting the like one as well. It's just a bit that I don't think I'll be able to achieve this for my my alt account.
5-star light cone, the hell where ideals burn.
Throughout all of version 3.4? In other words, after the 3.4 update and before the collab event starts, any Star Rail special passes used in the banners for Finan or other rerun characters will still count toward the total, right?
Yep, that's correct.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah!
And now, as the collab kicks off, the voice actors
That's
for
really
Saber
cool,
and
though.
Archer have some things they'd like to say to all of us. Let's take a quick break, and then we'll be back to hear their special messages.
Ooh.
これからマスターになる開拓者の皆さん、こんばんは。セーバー役のカズメヤコです。崩壊スターレールとフェイトステイナイトアンリミテッドブレードワークスのコラボが間もなく開催ということで、私もとてもワクワクしています。この2つの作品にはどこか似ているものがあるなと感じました。剣を手に運命と立ち向かうセーバーの姿は、厳しい冒険の中でも前へと進み続ける開拓者の姿と似ているのではないかなと思いました。収録中はフェイトとスターレールの世界観が混ざり合い、新たな魅力が生まれていくのを感じました。あまり多くは話せないのですが、セーバーがスターレールの世界でどのように信念と理想を貫いていくのか、ぜひお楽しみください。
This is gonna be
このコラボがたくさんの皆さんに楽しんでいただけたら嬉しいです。星々と聖杯が交わる旅の中で、あなただけの熱い思いとロマンに出会えますように。それでは最後に、開拓者よ、あなたが私のマスターか。
これからマスターになる開拓者の皆さん、こんばんは。フェイトステイナイトでアーチャーを担当しております声優の諏訪部純一です。崩壊スターレイルとフェイトステイナイトアンリミテッドブレードワークスのコラボが間もなく開催となります。赤い弓兵はあまたの世界を旅してきましたが、ピノコニで繰り広げられる聖杯戦争は彼にとってこれまでとは全く違うものになるのではないでしょうか。崩壊スターレイルの世界でアーチャーが戦う姿が見られるのが本当に楽しみです。おなじみのキャラクターたちが未知の銀河で自分をどのように再定義していくのか、その行方をぜひ見届けてください。収録の際にアーチャーの戦闘シーン見せていただいたんですが、アンリミテッドブレードワークスの演出がとってもかっこよかったです。いや、気に入りました。素晴らしかったです。今回のコラボ企画の中でもアーチャーのかっこよさ存分にお楽しみいただけると思いますので、絶対にプレイしてくださいね。これはまたとんでもないマスターに引き当てられたものだ。
Alright! Big thanks to our voice actors for those thoughtful messages.
Yeah,
With the
just a
Honkai
couple
Star
more
Rail
minutes.
and Phase
So I guess that's
Tonight
nothing
Unlimited
much
Bladeworks collab about to launch, we want to take
left, I
this
think.
opportunity on the program to sincerely thank all our partners in this collaboration. We would like to express our sincere gratitude to Mr. Kinoko Nasu and Mr. Takashi Takeuchi for their unwavering support from the earliest planning stages to the final implementation. And thank you to the Animation Production Committee and everyone else involved for all their hard work on this collab.
Y'all are much appreciated.
Honestly, it's only with this kind of dedication that we can bring you all the ultimate joy!
In order to showcase the Holy Grail War from multiple
Fate
angles
Stay
and
Night
levels,
collaboration.
the organizers say that they've also prepared another combat-filled program, Fate Stay Night. It was a night with no wind and no moon under the cool breeze
If this is going to be an event, I wonder if it's going to last for the entire duration of the battle as well, instead of just one matches.
The goddess of beauty is the most peerless beauty of them all.
Oh, so it's that red-haired Lancer.
You got it. After the sweet dreams in the Holy Grail War tournament, the genius Skullum made some modifications to the Holy Grail. Now, the Grail can load the simulated data of past striders through the user's memories. So in Fate Stay Night, Trailblazers will face off against many familiar and old friends in intense V1 battles. Each contestant starts with unique skills and a set amount of health. Losing a round means losing health. And when your health hits 0, you're out.
Yeah, I think
Is there a
it's
smart way
PvP
to
actually.
beat your opponents?
At the start of the game, Trailblazers get some free pieces, each with different classes that grant different buffs. You can merge identical pieces to upgrade them. The higher the piece's rarity, the stronger the buff. Pieces of the same class have bonds between them too. Collect enough pieces of the same class, and you activate special bond effects that give you a serious boost in battle.
Looks like bonds are super important in this Holy Grail War, huh?
Absolutely. And that's not
looks
all.
like-
Trailblazers can also acquire noble phantasms during battle for extra help. Plus, during combat, Trailblazers can have the chance to get 3 command spells. Using these spells grants additional buffs.
Command spells, huh?
Command
I'm
seals,
curious.
if I'm not mistaken.
What role is the Trailblazer playing this time?
It's player.
Ah, this Grail feels kind of off. Forking hell! Could it be corrupted?
You right on the money. Trailblazers can increase the Holy Grail's corruption level to unlock extra buff mechanics. The higher
Corruption
the corruption
level.
level, the more points you earn when you win. Heads up, raising corruption level also powers up your enemies. So watch your step, Trailblazers.
Oh, but don't worry too much. After all, this is a reality show competition, and just for entertainment. The organizers of Fate Stay Night have also prepared a special Protected Mode competition. In Protected Mode, Trailblazers can fight using trial characters, and enemy strength is toned down.
Ah, this way, new Trailblazers can jump in and fully enjoy the Holy
But
Grail
you
War
won't get-
experience.
Exactly.
Right,
Production team
sure,
cordially
right?
invites everyone watching to stay the night. Experience some epic battle action.
And score yourself some Stellar Jades and other awesome rewards.
There's about 4 minutes left. Let's see what we have.
Now,
if
just a
there's
quick
anything.
reminder, this Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Bladeworks collaboration is split into 2 parts. The Trailblazers Continuance, Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail, and the event, Fate Stay Night.
Oh,
The
I
Fate
see.
Stay Night event will open for play on July 11th. The 2 programs stand on their own, so Trailblazers can dive into each separately.
Awesome!
Oh,
So much
yes.
content!
All right. Big thanks again to our 2 guests. That wraps up today's Fate Collab Update.
Presenter, your mission is complete.
It's all part of the job. Anything for the Trailblazers. So Trailblazers, my honored masters, let's meet again in version 3.4. See you there.
We hope you'll stay the night.
Bye-bye.
See you next
Alright.
time, guys.
See you next time.
Bye.
What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Is that supposed to be his version in UBW? Alright, I really hate to do this, but I don't think I'm gonna be watching like the trailers, the character trailers for Star Rail, but I really do want to watch the, what do you call it? I really do want to watch the trailer for Skirk, and then I think I'm just gonna call it here because I really am a bit sleepy actually, And if I'm somewhat free, then I think I won't mind reacting to them on the stream, the next stream on Sunday. But all in all, I think I'm just gonna be focusing on the stuff that I really want to watch. So I already watched this one actually. So the next thing that I want to watch is the teaser as well as the trailer. Is this one? Okay, so let's watch the teaser first. Okay, let's see what story I did. Oh fuck. I totally forgot about that. English. Let's rewind that again.
スカークの行方か。手がかりはあるのかな。
それが師匠は謎めいた人で。
Oh,
どんな人物かがわ
she
からない
asked
こ
help
とも
from Arlecchino.
そうだな。そういえば俺が卒業した日3つの質問をしていいと言われた。まずはずっと不思議だったんだけど、なんで俺を弟子にしてくれたの？
お前があれを呼び覚ましたからだ。
So
私が
is
教えた武芸が将来役に立つだろう。もちろん
talking about the
生きて帰
novel.
るにはもっと強くならなければならないが。
すでにいろいろ習っただろ。どうやってもっと強くなればいいんだよ。
まだ基礎だけだ。弓の扱いもまだ荒い。
Dang. This is Star Odyssey.
形ある武器を完全に極めれば次のステージに行けるだろう。
Next level is the next level. They really like this song though.
すべてを手中の刃と化し、
Heavens and earth
真羅
have
万象を自在に操るのだ。
It does seem that she
そう
creates
すれば
her
師
sword
匠
from
のよう
thin
に
air.
さらなる力を追い求められる。
わかった。じゃあ最後の質問だ。師匠はなんでいつもそんな顔してるの？強くなるって楽しいことじゃないの？
Good question though.
師匠？
Bong. Dang, even as a child. Ah, what did she say?
それで師匠はなんと。
深淵を離れるとき、師匠が最後にこう言ったのが
You didn't hear
聞
it?
こえた。いつか滅びゆく星々を超えてい
Traverse
きは
the wreckage of the star one day.
お前にも私の見ている世界が見えるようになるだろう。
What is happening? Is that like her own world, or is that like how you see Tevet from outside? Alright, last one, and then I'm gonna call it here.
This view of the stars
Oh, this one have
seems timeless,
this one
as if
have
it could
English
last
version.
forever.
I'm just
But
going
all
with
it takes
the
is an
caption.
instant for everything to come crashing down.
Oh, I wasn't expect her
The only
the
choice.
music for her trailer to be
to
this
forge ahead.
cheerful actually. And that sounds like more Rika's song actually. Yeah, with the guitar as well. Oh, it's a proper song.
They survive.
I wonder if Ari Suzuki also sing this one. Yeah, she is really crazy though. I've been using her in doing basically all of this my weekly stuff, and she's really powerful. Is that the like a corpse of a narwhal or something?
true to come over until the end of the now. This melody will end renew. I'm waiting here, waiting.
She's literally a fish. That's a ghost. I think I've only used it like a couple of times. Aside from that, I've only been using her because the version that buffs her normal attack, because that's how I like to use her character actually, using a normal attack. What's with this quality though?
Civilizations crumble and fade into eternal night.
Ah,
But when darkness falls,
there's a different quality of
I will slit its throat.
animations. Interesting. Alright, I didn't really get much into what's happening basically. If there's anything, I find her teaser much more interesting. Oh, actually, you know what? Her animation is the one that is like the best one out of all her other characters. No, I mean out of all her trailer basically. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it here, guys. It is actually pretty late, believe it or not. So I'm gonna try my best to basically to upload the video recordings of me doing the pulls for Skirt basically before I do my streams for the Archon quest. And I still have no idea how long that Archon quest is gonna be. Whatever it is, thank you for tuning in, and I guess I'll see you guys on the next stream then. Bye bye.